Fajin, okay, is not about pushing, okay. It's the way to express Jin or show Jin, okay. When Yang Fu he was old, okay, because maybe he cannot move so much. So normally he used An to control people, and because he is a big guy, right? And then he sent people out. So it looked like push.
Okay.
Yeah, people misunderstand and think, oh, this is push. But no, not really, okay? In Li Yaxuan, okay, the Yang Fu student, okay, his student have article about Fajin is not pushing, but it's about thinking. Okay, it's about thinking but not pushing. So, in fact, we use Fajin because we can control people. Yeah, so that's why we can fire people out. But when we control with Na, in fact, Na is more important than Fa.
Okay.
Fa just, the way to show the Jin out, express. Yes, that I will talk later. Yes. Anyway, people off balance because I use Na Jin or seizing, freeze him,
yes.
Make him, under control. In Chinese they call Kung Ji or control. Okay, so control already, and then send him out. Okay, but it's not about push. You just sing, you just release. Okay, you release. So and it's not about you press to the ground, push up. It's that way. Like extend something out. But Fajins have many ways to do.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes it's just about thinking. I think most like 80% should be like thinking. Yes. And sometimes like release from Dantian. Yes. With sound like like that. Okay. So it can show out and make opponent off balance and fly back.
Yes.
Yes. So when I touch him, okay, people think like, I'm pushed. So most people like push hand like this, too soft, and then suddenly go to push.
Yes.
Yeah, because they think it is push. But in fact, it's not about push. Okay, but because I control him already, when I touch with him, okay, I need to song, okay, sing, song, and capture some part in his body. For example, I touch here, I'm not just touch, and I not press forward. Okay, I press forward, he have force, he again, the force come back to me.
Push yourself away.
Yeah. So I have to song, follow this bow, and capture his shoulder. Yes. And then I just send him with, when he off structure already, I just send a little bit his fly. It look like Fajin, yes. And so when I touch with him, I connect already, right? I'm Na, yes. I just song to the ground. It's not about pushing,
yes.
Okay?
And it's not about dropping your body weight.
No,
like
it's thinking is not about dropping, but release. Okay, when you release, everything go down, and create some force, yes, and return to his body.
Yes.
Okay, but anyway, Fajin is can use in so many technique, many way. Okay,
yes.
not this one, but this one, yes, it's standard. Okay, for Yang family, you're thinking Jin.
Yes.
Okay, so if I touch him here, I don't have Na, and I try to push. I use my leg. He feel my leg. He know what happened. Yeah. If he sing, I push myself back, like that. For example, I touch with you a little bit here, right? I touch with you. I go forward with my leg like this.
I feel it.
Yeah, right. Or you sing, but I push myself back.
Yes.
Right? But you have force, but I think,
nice.
Right?
Yes.
You off balance. So same, he come, I think, Na, Fa. That's why it's happened. That's why it look like, people fly and off balance.
Yes.
Yes. It's about energy and idea of how to, apply it.
Yeah.
When we use Taiji, not about he punched to me, oh, I punch back, and then he punched to me again, I block and then punch back, and then I kick him. No, not about that. Okay, it's about how to stop your opponent, how to control your opponent, and stop the fight. I don't want to fight. Idea is, I don't want to fight.
Okay.
Yes. So when I go, okay, I strike. Yes, even I want to strike him, but when he block me, it's same. It go with controlling and send power. So I use thinking energy. If I punch like this, he block, and then I pull back. That's it, right? And then he punch back to me. So I punch, it's, can control. And then, with Jin.
Yes.
So I use almost same thing. So it no delay between, when you use the board, okay? Because you don't have to chain. So I punch like this without thinking, he can control me. But when I punch and then I have sync energy, yeah, I can send him back. And then I strike again,
Yes.
or control more, okay?
Yes. And people that are watching it, they'll be thinking, why is the partner not changing when you put pressure that way? But I know I felt it. It feels almost impossible to change.
Yes.
So maybe you can try and explain why the person cannot just fold around the force and go around it and yield. Let's say.
Yes, that always happen. People think like, why he not pull back, right?
Yes.
Pull his hand back. In fact, the first thing, I think if you have good song, you have good release and sinking Jin, just this part can control your opponent already. When that happens, your opponent will face and he off his balance, okay? He have no foot.
Yes.
Yes, like,
Yes.
yes. So he cannot control himself. So he have to use my hand or my arm to, to balance himself.
Okay.
Okay? Like my hand here, right? And I control. See, he have to use here. If not, he fall. Right? So that's why he have to stick to me. In fact, he stick to me. Not only I try to stick to him. The good sticking or Zhan Nian Jin, okay, it's not about he move and then I try to, go with him. Yes. But about make him to stick to me. He have to stick to me. Yes. He cannot pull it out.
Yes.
So that's why it happened. For example, I touch with you, right? I touch like this, nothing. I use force. You can use force again. Yeah, right?
go.
But if I song, everything song, I'm just cut your root, you float.
Yes.
Cannot
Yes.
take your hand out.
And I cannot change either. It doesn't feel like
Yes.
I can change.
Yes, like that. Okay? So that's why they cannot pull the hand back and cannot chain.
Yes.
Yes. And especially when my hand here, right, for example, he want to press my arm down. I have very good, for example, I have good sinking energy. It's not easy to do that. I just here. But when he push, it's like he push himself. I go forward.
Yes.
Yes. So he cannot chain because he cannot chain my hand too. Because I have song. Song is not mean, you like jelly,
No.
like this, okay? Song is about you can release and maybe apply sinking energy. So it's a power in there.
Yes.
Because when you relax, people think, oh, no force. Relax is no force, right? You not use force, that's relax. But song, no. Song mean you release and let everything sink down too. That's called song chen or sinking, release and sinking.
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, it's a many level of song. Yeah, but in this case, I talk about song, release, and sink. Yeah. So it's a power already.
Yes.
When you sink, everything feel heavy.
Mm.
Yeah. When I put the hand to him here, I just, sink. Just go to his dantian and his center like that.
But this is not the same as just relaxing your arm and placing your arm on the opponent.
No.
It's not the same as that.
No, we still have connection
Yes.
inside the body. Just like
not a dead weight, is it?
not like this. Okay, this is dead meat you put on your opponent.
Yes.
But I still have my intention, have releasing power, and song, yes, like that. It's not just drop here,
Yes.
because when I just drop here, right, it's right. If I want to capture or seize you on a, first thing I need to have is thinking.
In this
It's,
step.
right? Or I use low C elbow or step forward and palm like this.
Pushing.
Yeah, twist the knee. Yes. For example, I use force like this. It's nothing,
No.
right? You didn't feel anything special. But how about if I release, song my shoulder? See?
Now it's going.
Yeah.
Yes.
And cannot take your hand out too.
Yes.
So
and,
at least you have thinking energy. Yeah.
and it's not like a heavy force that's a lot of pressure that's taking me this way. It's very soft.
Yes.
Very light.
Like that.
Yes.
So it's not about this soft and but it's about you song. Yes.